My name is Patrick. This specific video is to tell you how CAT preparation can help in GMAT preparation. So how does it help? So we do run courses on CAT, GMAT, IPM, interview training, etc. So based on our experience from the last 20 years, we can guide students with different aspects. So this is specifically for video for students preparing for these exams, CAT and GMAT. So let's start looking at each section and see how CAT preparation will help you for GMAT. So let's start with the cont section. Now, if we look at a CAT cont is more extensive and difficult as compared to GMAT. GMAT cont is comparatively easier. As well as a lot of topics which are there are more in CAT as compared to GMAT. So if you solve a tougher level of questions, the easier questions becomes easier to solve. So that means if I'm solving CAT cont, it's not always necessary. But what I've seen is people who attempted CAT cont normally find GMAT cont comparatively easier because CAT cont is slightly more difficult, and therefore GMAT, while solving GMAT, it becomes comparatively simple to solve. Second, and a bigger advantage which I feel is that there are a lot of shortcut approaches used in CAT, which I've not seen in GMAT tutorials. So a lot of GMAT tutorials focus more on trying to get the answer by a traditional method. You use a formula, substitute the values, and get the answer. But in CAT, normally when you solve, you try to use logic, you try to use options, substitute values, and you get the answer quickly as compared to GMAT. If you use the techniques that are used in CAT cont in GMAT, you will tend to be faster, you will tend to be more accurate, you will get more time to solve questions, difficult questions, and that could help you to boost your score in GMAT. So bigger advantage as far as cont is concerned is the approaches that are used for solve questions. Because the approaches that are used for CAT questions can be used for GMAT questions. Though CAT is more logic based, GMAT is more cont based, formula based, but still the approaches I've seen, most of the approaches in the CAT can be used in the GMAT. So if you can use that, it will help you to be better faster. Okay, but yes, there is one area in GMAT, data sufficiency. Though CAT preparation does help in GMAT, but the data sufficiency requires a little different approach. If you can get into that approach and study properly for DS, that could help. Specifically when you go at a higher level of DS, when you're getting a score of 50, 51 in GMAT, at that point of time the DS section becomes comparatively very difficult. So then you require proper separate preparation for DS. That should help. Coming to verbal. So in verbal, when you prepare for CAT, you have to read extensively different topics, different areas, etc. This definitely helps in GMAT RCs and the other areas of GMAT as well. So yes, the biggest advantage for is the verbal is reading part of it. Because the moment you read more in CAT, you understand the language better, and the moment you understand the language better, it helps in GMAT. Only thing is, understand the English preferred is a American English in GMAT. But yes, a lot of reading that you do in a CAT preparation is also the US newspapers and magazines, because a lot of articles or news, a lot of RC passages in the CAT have come from the US magazines and US newspapers. So I think you can inculcate that when you read, when you prepare for CAT, and that will definitely help you for GMAT as well. Also, reading helps you to build a gut feel. You understand the language better, and that will help you in the sentence correction in GMAT. So I've seen reading helping a lot. It's because you understand the construct of the sentences, you know how the language is formed. So automatically you can identify if there are some mistakes, and that will help you with regards to sentence correction in GMAT. But yes, that doesn't solve it. You need extra help for GMAT. Preparation for sentence correction has to be in separate. The difference comes mainly in critical reasoning. Critical reasoning in GMAT is not covered in CAT. So automatically if you focus on critical reasoning, you have to prepare critical reasoning separately from scratch for verbal. So for cont, you have to do data sufficiency mainly. For verbal, you have to do critical reasoning mainly, and a little bit of sentence correction. Both are important part of GMAT. Also, reading helps in AWA section. So when you're writing skills, reading definitely helps to broaden your horizon, and plus help you in writing the AWA section. As far as DI is concerned, CAT DI will help you in the IR section of integrated reasoning section of GMAT. So yes, CAT DI will help you in the IR section. So these are the areas which are common. So if you prepare for CAT, around half or more than half of your GMAT is prepared for. Most of your cont is prepared, almost half of your verbal is prepared. So that should hopefully help you to cover up most of your part. But yes, you still require additional practice that is required. But yes, the techniques that are used for CAT will definitely help you for GMAT to perform better. I've seen a lot of students preparing for CAT well, being able to do well in GMAT without much preparation. But yes, if you really want to reach your potential, do prepare, important, and that will help you to score well. Thank you.